to my channel. So I was actually not planning on doing a makeup tutorial today. However, I ended up doing one eye and I was just like, I kind of like this. I think I should do a tutorial. And then I just started to film a tutorial for you guys. And I did a talk through video. You guys know I don't really do those a lot. And the only reason why is because it's always super noisy, and that's one of the main reasons. It actually takes me quite a long time to film them as well. But I did a talk through because a lot of you guys have been requesting them as well. And this little guy in my lap, you guys know, Simba, he won't leave me alone whenever I'm filming. This is the only time he wants attention, guys. He sees the camera and he sees the lights and he gets all excited and he's just like, yeah, I want to be all up in this video. But yeah, enough about Simba. So yeah, this is the look I'm doing for you guys, and I'm not going to come on here and act like I don't have brand new hair because it's obvious. I have my hair done. I got it. So this is a wig and it's from the Virgin Hair Fantasy. I'm going to put all the information in the description bar down below. And I know you guys are going to ask me about the hair color and probably ask for a tutorial. I did not color this hair myself. If I colored this myself, you guys, you better believe I would do a tutorial on how to achieve this. So I did not do this myself. I got it professionally done. The Virgin Hair Fantasy, they colored the hair for me at first. So the hair was originally black and they colored it this green color. They colored it like a green color, kind of like a Kylie Jenner inspired, you know, hair look. And I got the wig. I did not like the color. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was not very happy with the color because the color was only at the ends of the hair. So it was like all black and then like green here. And I wanted more green and like throughout the hair. So I took it to my hairstylist. She does most of my coloring for me, so I took it to her and she did the coloring for me. So if you guys are in Toronto and you want to hit her up, I will put her info in the description bar down below as well. So all the hair info will be in the description bar down below. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into the tutorial and I'll show you guys how I achieve this. The first thing I'm going to do is apply a base all over my eyelid. I use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as a primer for my eyeshadow. It's a great base. It works really well and my eyeshadow does not budge and creases up. So I absolutely love this as a primer for the eyes. You can use whatever primer you feel comfortable with. My lips look super red and irritated because I was trying on lipsticks earlier today. Like I was trying on a lot of lipsticks and yeah, my lips are like super stained right now and sore. So now I'm going to use a brush to apply the concealer all over my eyelid, and you can use your finger. I would prefer to use my finger, but I got my little claws on, so I'm going to use a brush. So now I'm going to take one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. This is the Sephora Pantone Universe palette. Guys, if you do not have this palette, seriously, you need to get this palette in your life. It's absolutely amazing. The eyeshadows are so pigmented and I'm just loving all the warm tones in here. You guys are going to see me use this palette so freaking much. You might get tired of me using it. I'm going to do a full tutorial with just this palette, but not today. Now the first eyeshadow that I'm using from the palette is like a orangey shade brown, and this one is it's called Macaroon. I'm going to take my MAC 224 blending brush just to apply this onto the crease. So you want to make sure you knock off any excess eyeshadow. And I'm just going to place this right above the crease actually. And this is just going to act as a perfect transition color. Like, oh my god, I'm in love with this. So yeah, I'm just going to pop that right above the crease and just blend it back and forth, windshield wiper motion. Now to create the smoky cat eye makeup look, I'm going to use a black gel liner. So the one that I'm using is from L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Lacquer gel liner. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. You guys see me use this plenty of times. And I'm just going to go ahead and create like a wing on the outer corner of my eye. Now the brush that I'm using to apply the liner is the MAC 266 brush. This is a angled brush. Whenever you're doing the liner, you want to make sure you have a nice brush that is not like frail at the end, or else the liner is going to look like crap pretty much. You can also use a brush like this. This one's from Coastal Scents. I don't really like using the liner brushes because I kind of suck with them, and this one's really crappy because it's all like frail, so I would not do my liner with that, or else it would look like shit. Okay, so I'm not really going to talk while I'm doing the liner because I will mess it up, so just follow my lead. So yeah, we're just going to stop right there. And it's not looking like nice and sharp right now, but that's okay because we're gonna put eyeshadow over this. Now I'm gonna take the eyeshadow Deep Plum from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just going to pop that right on top of my liner, like so. And kind of all over the lid as well. Well, not kind of, we're gonna put it all over the lid as well. Now to blend out the eyeshadow, I'm going to use the MAC 217 brush. Next I'm going to use the eyeshadow Suede, and this one is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and we're just going to place that on the areas that we did not apply any eyeshadow, so right at the inner portion of the eye. I'm going to use the same 217 brush to apply the eyeshadow. And just sweep that onto the eyelid and pull it into the dark brown. So I'm just going to go back into the Deep Plum eyeshadow and just reapply some more at the outer corner of the eye. So now I'm just going to take the 224 blending brush and just blend the crease. To brighten up the inner corner of my eyes, I'm going to use one of my favorite pigment. This is Naked by MAC. I'm just applying it onto a pencil brush. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the gel liner, and I'm just going to reapply the liner. So now I'm going to... So just to create that same smoky effect, we're just going to go back into the eyeshadow. So go back into the Deep Plum eyeshadow and just reapply it at the outer corner of the eye and kind of pull it into the lid color. Well, they're both lid color, the lighter shade. Now I'm going to go back into the first eyeshadow that I applied. So this is the Macaroon, and this is from the Sephora Pantone palette. And I'm just going to reapply that right above the crease. Now on my bottom lash line, I'm going to apply the eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills Deep Plum. We're going to smoke this out a bit. And I'm actually going to go back over this once my foundation is on as well, because I'm going to be applying bottom lashes with this look. And I like to put my bottom lashes on once my foundation is already on. To line my waterline, I'm going to use this Nude eye pencil. This one is from Rimmel, and I really need to sharpen it. Now I'm going to take the mascara. This is Black Magic Mascara, and this one is by Ico, and that weird little head you saw pop by, that was my cat Simba. I'm just going to apply this onto my top lashes, just one coat, because we're going to apply some falsies to this look as well. Now the lashes that I'm using on my top lashes are by Ilashes, and this is the number 747. I got these at the beauty supply store. Okay, so now I'm going to take an eyelash curler, and I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. So I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara into my lashes and blend them into the... Now before I apply my foundation, I'm going to apply a primer. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I absolutely love this primer. It is a mattifying primer. So if you do have oily skin, it's amazing because it's going to give your skin a really nice mattifying finish with no shine. Now the foundation that I'm using today is the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. I'm absolutely obsessed with this foundation. I use this one in my Get Ready With Me video, and I've had so many requests to do a review, and you guys wanted to know more about this foundation, and I'm really loving it. It is a matte finish foundation. If you have oily skin, absolutely amazing. You will get a nice matte finish, and I find that this foundation does last all day long. Like, it does not budge, it does not move, it does not go anywhere, and that's one of the reasons why I really love this foundation. And to apply the foundation, I'm going to take a damp beauty blender sponge. This one is the original beauty blender sponge. I'm just gonna pat that onto my skin. And I kind of pull it down onto my neck as well, just to make sure everything blends really well. Now that I've applied my foundation, I'm going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to do some highlighting as well. So the concealer that I'm using is MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this one is in the shade NC35. So it is a few shades lighter than my skin tone because we're going to use it to, I'm going to use it to highlight. I'm just going to use a concealer brush to apply the concealer right under my eye. I'm going to use the same Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm using the tip of the sponge just to blend out that concealer. I'm going to use the powder to set the highlighted area right away, that way it doesn't crease. And I'm going to use the same damp Beauty Blender sponge as well. And the powder that I'm using is the Mercier so the powder that I'm using is the Mercier Invisible Loose Powder. Because this powder is like, it's a loose powder, even though it's an invisible loose powder, it's more like a white setting powder, and I have a yellow undertone, so I'm just going to add a little bit of my Ben Nye banana powder on top, just a small amount, just to bring back some of that yellow into my skin. The reason why I'm not using the Ben Nye luxury powder on its own, because I don't really like how it feels on my skin. It feels like really chalky, and it's just, I just don't like how it feels. And I find that when I put the powder, when I use the Mercier powder first and then I add this on top, it just feels so much better. So that's a little trick I learned from my friend Aiden Empire. And I'm just gonna let that sit right there. So I'm gonna dust away the excess powder later. I'm just gonna let it sit there, and we're gonna let that cook. And I'm gonna move on to highlighting the rest of the face now. So I'm just gonna place some of the concealer right in the center of my brow, and down my nose, my chin area as well. Ooh, I put a little bit too much there. And my cube as well. So I'm using the Black Opal foundation stick, and this is in the shade Bronze Beauty. And I'm just gonna dust away this excess powder because I don't really need it anymore. And I'm going to set the other highlighted areas later as well. And I'm just going to place this in the hollows of my cheek, along my forehead area, and also along my jawline, and this is really going to slim down my face and add definition. Yes, hunty, yes. I'm just going to use some at the side of my nose as well. I'm just going to go in with a concealer brush, and this is just going to slim down my nose a bit. So now we're going to go ahead and blend out the contour lines, because we're not going to leave this. We're not going anywhere looking like this. We got to fix this. So we're going to blend this, and I like to use, what do I like to use? I like to use my dual fiber brush to blend out the contour, and also go in with my beauty blender. Okay, to set my cream contour, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in the shade Mocha. And I'm going to place it in all the areas that I applied my contour. So along my forehead area. I don't really like this brush. It's a piece of crap. And I just grabbed my regular contour brush that I always use. This is a NYX brush. It's broken, so I still like using it. It's my favorite to use. And I'm just going to contour the hollows of my cheek. And I kind of use this to warm up my skin as well. So now I'm going to set the other areas that we highlighted as well, and I'm going to go back into the Laura Mercier powder in the Ben Nye Luxury Powder, and I'm just going to apply that. And I already did under my eyes, so I don't need to do that again. And I'm just going to let this sit and cook for like a while, maybe like 10 minutes, and then I'm going to dust away all the excess. So under my bottom lash line, I'm going to go back into the same eyeshadow, Deep Plum, and just reapply that and kind of smoke it out on the bottom. So the bottom lashes that I'm using are House of Lashes Precious. I'm obsessed with these lashes. So yeah, the lashes, bottom lashes, it's super easy to do, guys. It just takes a little practice. And then I'm just going to add some mascara to the bottom. I don't really put a lot of mascara onto the falsies. I kind of just put them in between my lashes just to blend them into the falsies. And now my eyes have life. So I'm going to use this palette. It's from Artist of Makeup. I really love their eyeshadows and their blushes. The blush that I'm using, I'm not exactly sure of the name. So the name of this blush, it's called Pearl. So I'm just gonna. So now I'm gonna add a shimmer highlight. I'm obsessed with this product. I finally got my hands on it. It's the Bobbi Brown highlighter, and this is in Bronze Glow. Love it. You guys know how I feel about a glow on my cheek. Yes, honey. Yes. Yeah. Do you see that glow? Oh my god, I can't even tell right now. Now I'm gonna get a little carried away with this because this is popping. So now that the face is completed, I'm just gonna go in with some Fix Plus spray and just, well, Fix Plus doesn't set your makeup, but it does refreshen the skin and kind of get rid of that powdery look. So I'm just gonna apply a little Fix Plus. You can also use a makeup setting spray if you're actually going somewhere. Unlike me, I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just gonna wash my face off after this and go to bed. So next we're gonna move on to the lips, and I'm gonna use MAC Cork Lip Pencil to line my lips. So next I'm gonna apply one of my favorite lipsticks. I'm gonna use the Gerard Cosmetics 1995 lipstick, also by Jaclyn Hill. So yeah, this is pretty much the completed look. Please thumbs this video up if you like. If you want to see more talk through videos, comment down below and let me know. And also let me know what you guys want to see next. And I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. I love you guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.